Hi. There are more men now than ever who identify as women, even though we all know that theory's poo. Because a woman is a woman and a woman's not a man. That is what I learned when I was two. When I was two, the world was flat. When I was two, Santa was real. When I was two, I learned that Mummy has a different thingy than Dad. And I knew that it was true when I was two. Hi, I'm Andrew. In fact, more often these days I'm going by Ash, but that's just because I like how gender neutral it is. That's a bombshell for some of the people in this room. But yeah, so I feel like we've got a strong mix of some people here who are very, very queer, some people here who are very normally quite straight-laced, so this is going to be really fun. Let's start by saying, hi, I'm non-binary, which kind of... If you don't know what that means, then I'm not going to waste my breath trying to educate you right now. Just go and Google it. So this is how I'm going to start. I am a person best described as a 2 for 1. Sides of me and finding a way to make them get along. Every time a wave would come my way, I'd stay home. Tell myself I'll try another day. I am nothing if not changeable. If it turns out I'm not capable, I can't surrender till I know I've tried. But I've tried. I feel like I've tried. I did what I know how to do, and then I nearly died. So let's try. Forgetting what I know, start by asking where to go. I'm blurring at the edges, coming away at the seams. I'm fraying ends and bleeding colors, turning into something other. Where the edge is, knowing it's not what it seems. All I have is desires. All I am is dreams. All I need is someone to show me what it means. Oh. So, disclaimer, most of this show is going to be fairly fictionalized. Very little of it actually happened to me, but I feel like when all is said and done, it's quite a resonant way of telling the story. Now, like I said, some of the people here are very weird, probably very debauched. Some of the people here probably less so. Hi, Mum. I'm looking forward to this. So I guess I'm playing a character, so we could have the introduction of the... Something is going ping, and I hope it's not me. I hope it's not my fault. We've had the introduction of the ingenue, the main character, the protagonist, entering into a strange and wonderful world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and others, of course, I am going to introduce you to the villain. Now, if you're one of the debauched people in the room, you will know that this is a villain, because this person uses slurs, bad, naughty words that we don't want repeated outside of this room. For the straight-laced people in this room, you're going to know that this person is the villain because they are sexy. Hello. doing? I'm doing okay. You look hot. You've got a lovely eyes. Thanks. That's great. I'm glad you like it. What's your name? I'm not sure. Haven't really thought that far ahead yet. I'm thinking of going like with something like very gender neutral, if you know. Oh, you're one of those. Tell me, boy or girl? Kind of neither. Oh, never mind then. You know what? It's a real shame because that arse is so lovely. I just don't know what's going to be worse for it. Sitting on the fence for so many years, or all the literal arse fucking you're going to drown your sorrows in while you're still figuring yourself out. Sorry, Mum. But hey, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with being a fag. If you're gonna be a fag, you better commit. You gotta put your whole ass into it. For the rest of your life, people will want to know what team you're playing for. How the fuck else are you planning on keeping score? Listen here, there's just one way that we survive the culture war. You have got to know you're better than them. You're queer, which means you're better than them. Oh love, you're as clear as can be. You're transparent to me. There's a little freak inside. What doesn't make sense is all this sitting on the fence is gonna leave you old and grey. If you're going to do this, you better go all the way. See, I was just like you when I was younger. Before I realized I was just afraid. Now look at the change that I've made. Everywhere that I go, people still want to know if I meant he, she, it, or they. I thought it was settled, but it's getting worse today. Your indecision doesn't only harm yourself. So are you gonna keep me rating on account of your poor, fragile Gen Z, snowflake mental health? When you are better than them, let them know that you are better than them, and don't throw your life away on half measures. You've got to treasure what you were born to be. You're not just a fag, you were made for more than dressing in drag, but time is ticking by. So why delay? You'll never be happy until you go all the way. And I mean transition, you know? Start hormones, fall into that wonderful place that you belong. See, non-binary is just a phase, a transitionary step in your transition, and I'm telling you this now because it's my life's mission to turn people like you into people like me. Scared, brave, confused, assured, awkward, fabulous, boring, miraculous, and I'll do it all for an hourly fee, with a discount if you happen to remind me of me at that age. Are we on the same page? You'll get a real trip and a touch of divinity. I'll get to kick you in the toxic masculinity, but I promise you this, I'll make it worth the indignity of being my emasculated, penetrated, desecrated girl. Be my girl. No? Well, if you change your mind, if you have the money, I'll have the time, and you can bet before I'm through, darling, I'll make a tramp out of you. Time to have another little interlude, I think. There are fundamental differences between a woman and a man. Men don't have tits, girls don't have beards, unless there's something wrong with them. Girls are nice and safe, and boys might kill you in your sleep. That is what I learned when I was 10. When I was 10, I learned that men are out to get me. When I was 10, I learned that men just want one thing. When I was 10, I learned that men are all just evil. penetrating every sacred space. There are men in every corner of the world. Where can you go to be alone if you're a girl? There are penises in my dressing rooms and toilets. Every precious thing we had, men have spoiled it. When I was 17, my drink was spiked. Nothing happened, thank God, but then I knew that I have every right to be afraid of all men all the time. You're not a woman. If you were, then I'd never be afraid of you. I can't afford to change what I learned when I was 2. Meanwhile, back in the sex dungeon, let me change the key on this. So forced feminization is the practice of a man or a male identifying or a male-born person being forced to dress or behave in a feminine way to humiliate them. Now, why is acting like a woman humiliating? A little thing called patriarchy. Lock the doors. I'm not going to get into it here, but I'm so sorry, Mum. I guess that we should blame the parents. You're not quite what you should be. I wish we had caught it sooner now. There's no more changing your reality. They tell you, stand up, man up, change your ways. They still think it's just a phase. You would come of age by 30. No, maybe 33. Isn't it early to be seen for who you truly are as we open your old wounds and rub salt into the scar? Hey, sissy boy, you're no good to me, so go be a real man's toy and go and give him ecstasy. We'll dress you up in pastel and pink. You don't even need to think about the damage that we're doing to you, doing to your head. Boys, don't cry, you should be a girl instead. I think it's time we stop pretending that you think it's just a game. Just a look at your reflection, baby. You will never be the same. You've got to stand up straight and steel yourself. How does it feel to finally feel yourself? Wipe away that tear now, baby. Show yourself to me. Isn't it a relief to be seen for who you are inside? But there's further yet to go. So buckle up for the ride. We live in a world where whether you're a boy or girl means more than what you have in your trousers. We live in a world where whether you're a boy or girl means more than what you have in your passport. We live in a world where whether you're a boy or girl means more than what you have in your birth certificate. We live in a world where whether you're a boy or girl means more than what you have in your DNA. It means the clothes you'll get to wear. It means the way you'll wear your hair. It means the jobs you'll get to take. It means the friends you'll get to make. It means play with, and the lovers that you'll stay with. It's the first thing anybody else will see. It's not you who made it your identity. What's it like to be free? What's it like to be free? Oh baby, everything that you do is independently you. You don't need that poison in your life, and isn't it a relief to be seen for the girl I've come to know? Steady yourself now, you'll survive the final blow. Hey, hey, baby girl, and open up your eyes and see yourself out in the world. This is who you're meant to be, dressing up in fishnets and lace, putting on a prettier face to hide the damage you're undoing. Baby, look what you're doing. Baby, stronger by the day. Boys don't cry, but you can cry now. Boys don't cry, but you can cry now. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You can cry now. It's okay. I have maybe Googled the phrase gender dysphoria more times in the last year than anything else. But to be honest, I'm not sure if what I'm feeling is, dysphoria, like gender dysphoria in the typical sense. I don't feel like I'm like a girl trapped in a boy's body or anything like that. It's just like, and like I don't feel dysphoric when I just look like a man. But I feel really bad when I feel like I look like I'm pretending to be a girl. And sometimes I have to wonder, like, is it dysphoria, or do I just think that I look fucking ugly? But then I think that perhaps that's one of the most feminine feelings that one can have. So... this is a song about shaving. Each hair on my legs is a marker of the day that I missed a spot when I shaved them, or I could not find my best razor, and I had to make do with using a blunt one which might cut my sensitive skin, or I couldn't find my shaving cream. I had run out and I didn't want to throw away the empty cans. Littered around my shower are half-finished heads of razors I used because I could not find the one I wanted. And I did not want to make do with a blunt one which might cut my sensitive skin, so my pile of razor heads grows, which is not what I wanted. And now they remind me of all of the half-finished things I have tried to do. My life is just littered with half-finished wonders, and I do not know why I never can finish them, but that is not true. I am filled with so many reasons why I'm too tired, or I am too lazy, or it's just my illness, or I am just worthless. But I am just scared of the ending before it's begun in that way. I am my own worst enemy. Each hair on my legs, each hair on my head, each hair on my head is a marker of a day I am still yet to live, and my hair's getting thinner by the day. My time's getting shorter, my life's getting wasted by the days that I manage to shave my legs. And that's all I managed to do that day. I know in the program I said 4 songs, I lied. I was going to do some weird like AV shit, and then like I ended up writing 2 more songs instead. mother said to me, I could be anything I try my best to be. She said anything. So when the other boys were playing sport, I went and found the dressing up, and I was anything. I was a pirate and a king. I was anything, and more than anything. My favorite place to be is standing on an empty stage, my hand above an empty page, where anything can happen, anything at all. And I am waiting for the call. Please take your seats and you will see a little girl like me can become anything. And more than anything, I'm scared. With the first word, I'm no longer silent. A stroke of a pen could soil the page. If I make my entrance, we no longer have an empty stage. I don't want to decide. I want to stay right here where I can be anything. I want to be anything, more than anything. I'm standing at the crossroads, terrified of losing my way home, addicted to a feeling of potential, but not choosing is a choice. And I'm only treading water, and it's hard to fight the stream. When I'm tired, the choice is made for me. So turn back the clocks, turn back the years, turn back the hair into my skin. 'Cause we live in a world where whether you're a boy or girl means everything. Everything. So, boy or girl, don't make me choose. Let me be anything. Straight or gay, don't make me decide. Let me be anything. Quick or slow or strong or lazy, clean or dirty. What will I be? Addicted to a feeling of potential, terrified of taking the red pill in case it changes me, makes me into something I don't want to be. Something I want to be. Anything. I want to be